So you eventually met C Loc.
Yeah.
How did that situation come about? And how did you meet C Loc?
Let the story of the truth be told. We from the same neighborhood, South Baton Rouge at the bottom, but I didn't know Loc when I was still living in South Baton Rouge. You see what I'm saying? 85, we moved to Mayfair, you know what I mean? So I
Okay.
tell people I grew up twice, you know what I mean? I grew on the South and I grew up on the east side of Mayfair, you know, shouts out to the north side. But we would link somewhere around the 6th and 7th grade. I met him, you know what I mean? Out of all the people I knew in South Baton Rouge come up with, you know, from the dirt bricks with, I didn't know him on the street turf. We met in middle school, then we linked up. He had a dream to be a DJ. So after talking and all that, you could see my freestyle battles at school, you know, so it was the thing around the school that he was my DJ. But he never had turntables, we never did a talent show, we never recorded. You know what I mean? But he was most like my big brother, homeboy, streetwise and otherwise. We had a problem in the streets, and if he got the news before I could tell it to him, he gonna already, you know, confrontate you. So we developed that type of brotherly bond and kept our dreams going. And somewhere going into high school, I went to a different high school. You see what I'm saying? I went to Woodland High, and later on, I moved back to South Baton Rouge, went to McKinley, like my, 12th grade year. But Loc, I forget what high school he went to, and somewhere around my middle teens, 15, 16 years old, like I say, I'm back in the neighborhood, and I'm on the other side of the game, you know what I mean, the street game. So we doing our things, so we're running to each other and the bricks and shit like that. I was selling tapes on the corner about 16 or something, man. My first song on the radio about 16 or 17, WXOK, rest in peace to Ernest and Night Prince, you know what I mean, and those guys. So they put me on as a teenager. And somewhere around 93, 94, I was selling tapes probably about 91 or something like that, still trying to get a break. But Loc came to me and approached me and asked was I still doing my thing, come to my crib in the hood. And I was like, yeah, what's happening? He said, well, I'm working on something. I got a label, the whole nine, so he take me by the crib, let me hear the Who's Gonna Ride for the first time. And it was pretty much complete. But he wanted to add another song to it. They made the track him and Lee Time in particular, or the count, in C Loc Records. That track would turn out to be Never Say Die. You see what I'm saying? Off the C Loc Who's Gonna Ride record. I ghost wrote the whole song. We performed it, and dude just going back and forth in Tommy's spot, because he recorded that at Tommy's. You know what I mean? Real to real back then.
So that Never Say Die, you say you ghost wrote it?
Yeah, I ghost wrote the whole song. Yeah.
Damn.
All three parts. So that was my contribution coming in to C Loc Records. He also had the song No Mercy, and he was playing that in the studio, and I liked it, so I walk off and, just in my, getting into my rudiment. I was freestyling. It's wicked when I kick it, wicked, you don't hear me at all.
When I kick it, yeah.
Mumbling that. He said, man, what's that you? So I started saying that to him. He said, I'll put that on the record. So that, became the background basis of that hook. So on that album in particular, I was on 2 records, Never Say Die and the hook of No Mercy. Then later on, we'll go off to do Killer Instinct and so on and so forth. By the time he would do the whatever record, he brought me more into play. And eventually the camp was birthed, going into that. And I'm not trying to go past your questions and tell the whole story, but as far as that's me and Loc beginning, you know what I mean?